Hello everyone, today I have a product video from Entracte Audio by Design. George Taylor of Entracte Audio asked me to introduce myself as the designer of his product. Now we can go to see what George have to say.
Hi, my name is George Taylor from Entracte Audio, and I'd like to introduce to you the Entracte Audio by Design series of Powerline filters. There are 3 filters in the series. We have the EF110, we have the EF120, we have the EF130. Each of these filters comes in a plain no-frills black metal chassis, but very effective. Each of these filters has 6 outlets, and each filter comes with a power cord included in the package. I think it's a fair question to ask, why do I need a Powerline filter in my audio system? Strictly speaking, you don't. 30 years ago, this wasn't even an issue. But beginning in the early 1990s, mid-1990s, we started introducing into our households a lot more devices with switching power supplies. Now, switching power supply is a small compact power supply that's very inexpensive to use in electronic devices. The problem with it is it introduces noise into your electrical line. So, television sets, personal computers, control panels on appliances, chargers of all sorts, LED lights, dimmers, all of these devices in your house and more, there are many more devices in your house, introduce electrical contamination into your power line. These devices are made to help you get that electrical contamination back out. Is it a big deal? It can be. We're all familiar with the concept of a car. Most cars still run on gasoline. Gasoline comes from a tank, goes through a fuel line, goes into a carburetor, goes into your engine. Now, between the gas tank and the carburetor is a device called a fuel line filter. A fuel line filter is designed to take out any contamination, moisture, sediment, dirt, grit, whatever's in there, to get that out before the gasoline reaches your carburetor or reaches your engine. The reason is this makes the car engine run more smoothly, run more reliably, run more efficiently, and some sediment can actually cause damage. Now, electrical contamination can't actually cause damage to your audio system, but it does cause your components to work a little bit less efficiently. So when you introduce one of these into your power line, you're actually giving each component in your audio system a bit of a sonic upgrade. And that actually, when you have each component get a little bit of an upgrade, it has quite a large effect on the sound of your system. There are a few design goals that we thought were important when we were producing the Entracte Audio EF Powerline filters. The first one was cost. We wanted it to be accessible. We wanted it to be relatively inexpensive compared to other filters. However, we wanted it to be just as effective, actually more effective than other filters that are on the market. So we decided to go with a no-frills approach. Okay? We decided to go with 6 outlets. We decided to go with 1 chassis for 3 different models, and we decided to make the chassis very plain. There's no lights, there's no switches, there don't need to be. It's just a plain, effective component that you can put in your system. We wanted to make it a little bit on the small side and the light side for ease of placement. The other thing about it being small is that the smaller the component is, the shorter the wire runs. Now, it's very important with the capacitor-based design, especially, that you keep the wire runs between the AC inlet and all the AC outlets as short as possible. That actually increases your efficiency and performance. We spent a fair amount of time designing the ground system properly. There's 3 levels of ground. There's a star ground, a shield ground, and a plate ground. These 3 levels of ground ensure that this is a quiet filter and ensure that we don't introduce electrical noise back into the power line that will interfere with the operation of your audio system. The Entracte Audio Powerline filter series uses a capacitor-based component to filter power. Use of capacitors have a few very important advantages, especially at this price level. Again, we wanted to keep the cost reasonable. It would be a lot more expensive to try and pile enough transformers in here to have the filtering power and the current capability that we have built in. So we've gone with capacitors. They allow lightweight, they allow full current capacity. They also allow flexibility in design. It means that we can start with a basic filter that has a good amount of power filtering capability in here. We can go to an intermediate filter from that same platform, and we can go to an advanced filter. You can upgrade from the 110 to the 120 to the 130 if need be. But the most important fact is that you don't limit current in any way, shape, or form. I hope this video has made you more curious about Entracte Audio by Design Powerline filters. If it has, please feel free to visit the website at entracteaudio.com. These filters are on the page Entracte Audio by Design. There's a brief description of each filter there. There are also a couple of reviews that you might want to look at and some customer testimonials. Thank you for watching.
George has mentioned there are product reviews and customer testimonial. The links of those are in the description. Make sure you check them out. Because I'm the designer of Entracte Audio by Design, I can actually tell you there are several new exciting products coming out in 2021.
Cut! Cut! I said cut!
I think I got into trouble. That's the marketing guy telling me to shut up.
Make sure you press the subscribe button so you don't miss any new product.